Hello and welcome to a trailer reaction for Neon Pocket Dimension, the pocket dimension where all things nerdy exist in harmony, including we've got a bit of a nerdy crossover here because we got a horror movie, which, of course, Jacob Jones loves very much, but it's featuring some games media people in it, or just at
Yeah.
least one
Well,
prominent games media person. So
Yeah.
that's cool. Someone I've met in real life, which is also cool.
Really?
Alana Pierce is in this movie. Yeah, I met Alana at
Nice.
the Kind of Funny prom. It was cool. We talked about at the time
Oh.
she was leaving IGN, and so we talked about. I was trying to get it out of her as to where she's going, but she didn't. She wouldn't tell me. She was a steel trap.
Yeah.
But I was hanging out with her and Andrea Renee. Which shout out to What's Good Games. They just had their final episode 2 days ago, day ago.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. So that's cool. Well, sad. Rest in peace. Whatever. I'm sure they'll do some cool shit. But with that, I forgot I should probably introduce you guys so you can talk. We have Jacob Jones right below me. What's up?
What a host. What's going on, man?
Not much. I'm excited for this trailer. Below him, we've got Miguel. How's it going?
Going well.
Yeah. And at the way bottom, sunken into a pit of movie snacks, we got Steven Singer, bro. What's up?
Yeah, it's getting a little bit buttery down here, so
salty.
It's just
sticky.
kind of congealing at the bottom, you know.
Yikes!
Lick it up.
Sounds delicious.
You guys ever do the nutritional yeast on your popcorn? Big fan of that.
I'm gonna just not.
No.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
say.
No.
Let's pretend like we did
Such-
not hear that.
It's
Just
such a staple in California and the Pacific Northwest.
make it stop, please. Please.
Play the trailer. Play the trailer.
Bring it back to the trash. I'm playing the trailer. I'm done with this crap.
Play the trailer.
What about trouble salt?
Everything that we thought we knew
Oh shit.
is called into question.
Hey, I was just in
Maybe
India
we're
on
not
tuk-tuks.
alone.
Oh, there she is.
Alana.
Maybe our company does not wish us well.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
Biggest discovery in human history.
Ah.
These tapes
Ah.
have to be considered the holy grail.
I know we all want to put an end to this. Tonight we get our chance.
Just keep filming.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Like a Cloverfield kind of thing.
Oh, I'll tell you in just a sec. Oh, well, we're getting some higher. Oh, we're getting some big names in this.
A sequel.
Not exactly.
Or it's in the same universe.
Yeah.
Ooh, fuck yeah,
Damn.
bro. This is gonna be
That looks-
hardcore.
This looks hardcore. Oh my goodness gracious.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Fucking A.
man.
We
Having,
might,
having,
we might want to put a content warning at the beginning of this video.
yeah, we're gonna have to.
That was wild.
That was a ride for sure.
So the VHS movies have been around for a while, like early to mid aughts, like mid 2000s. And let's see, there's VHS 1 and 2. I think there was a third one. There's definitely like a few more after that, and they started doing ones that were like in certain years, like VHS 86, VHS 94, VHS 83. There's a bunch of them, and Shudder's kind of taken up the mantle of producing these. And this seems like before we went to the yearly installment ones, it was more about like cops find a weird house full of like tapes, and they're looking at the tapes, but weird shit's happening in the house. And each time they play a tape, it's another anthology short film, right? And that's what was always fun about it. But the 90s,
Oh, that's cool.
the 90s and the 80s ones were more just like, oh, it's just an anthology and it's like themed, And those are also really good. Don't get me wrong. But this seems like we're returning to that old school formula, and I'm very, very into that. Let me roll it back a little because it gets bloody there. But yeah, no, this looks super hardcore. It looks like they're really like ramping up VHS to its zenith. Again, we have some bigger names there. Katie Segal, who is Mike. What's his name? Mike Florence? Fuck. It's the guy who made Haunting a Hill House and all those shows on Netflix. Midnight Mass. His wife will be in this, obviously. And then Justin Long, who's like starting to become more of a horror character because he was in like Barbarian and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, really stoked. This is looking great.
Look at that! Look at that bullpup. Did you see that? It reminds me of Counter Strike.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it is like they are obviously like found footage movies, because you're supposed to be finding like a home video, filming some kind of crazy horror thing. But I strongly recommend you go out and watch all the other VHSs. Definitely starting with the first one, because for me, the first one is the most raw. The second one, they have bigger budget and it's good. And then from there, it gets a little weird a couple movies after. But once you get to those yearly ones and like the last few that we got on Shudder, they're just so fucking fun and good. And there's some like very specific ones that I absolutely love from those anthologies. And with anthologies, some are good, some are bad. With this, it's mostly good stuff throughout.
And typically, it's like for me, like whether the entirety of the thing is good or bad, like it's fun to take that ride and like jump from one to one. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, like I watched the ABCs of Death recently, and it's kind of hard to recommend that because there's a lot of weird and bad stuff happening in there. But there are a few diamonds in the rough, at least with VHS. It's like only like 3 to 4,
yeah, totally.
Like it's like 3 to 4 anthology movie short films in there with like an overarching thing happening in between from the beginning and the end, like bookending everything.
What would you say the watch time is on the entirety? Is it like it's about an hour and a half or something like that?
Yeah. It's your standard fare horror film, 90-minute sit down and watch. But they are fun, and like it's not a big deal to like watch one and pause it or come back and finish the rest tomorrow. Type. That's what's good about anthology horror films as well. But yeah, VHS, man. I'm just we're getting these like it seems like every year, and I'm just so stoked that the quality seems to have gone up this year.
Hell
with this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I've only seen I think it was the first one. I don't actually know, but it was being watched at a friend's house, so I didn't like fully sit down and absorb the whole thing. But I want to go back and check them out. So.
Yeah. What about you, Miguel and Steven? You guys, what do you think?
I haven't seen any of them, so I mean, the way you describe them, it basically sounds like Tales from the Crypt or
yeah.
Oh, what is it?
It's interesting.
Twilight Zone or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I might go back and watch one. We'll see.
Yeah, throw on VHS one. If I can, if I'll see where that's streaming. If it's just on like Hulu or Netflix or something.
These were on Netflix at one point, or might still be, right?
Yeah, I think I watched the first 2 VHSs on Netflix in like 2015 or something.
Yes, I just never watched them. I know they exist. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm like a sucker for found footage stuff. I know like if you have motion sickness, like Mochi Squeeze has motion sickness, you can't really watch stuff like that, and like that is a barrier for entry. So if you can't do those, you probably can't handle this film.
Yeah, I kind of have it, but it's like it depends on how much they're shaking around, right?
Exactly.
Like, mm-hmm.
When I saw Quarantine in the theaters, it gave me a little bit of like by the end of that movie I was like, ugh. But I typically when I watch them out of theaters, it's not a big deal. Quarantine's heavy if you haven't seen Quarantine. It's a good movie. Yeah. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Yeah. Cool. I'm very excited for this.
Hell yeah. All you need is Shudder. It's like $7 a month. You can just get it for October. Watch your horror films for the move for that month. Watch this. Also watch what's that other one? Color Out of Space. That was another exclusive movie. And I could recommend a whole bunch of other things. We'll talk about that next month. Look forward to that content on this channel. But yeah, you know, it's $7 for this movie and a bunch of other horror films on Shudder.
That's a good call. I'm into that. I've definitely been playing the like cancel one service and subscribe to another one for a month here and there when I want to watch something specific. Been tight with my subscriptions. All right. Well, if you guys are excited for more VHS and more horror movies in general, definitely keep it locked to Neon Pocket Dimension. Give us a subscribe at youtube.com/@Neon Pocket Dimension, where we will be doing more horror and spooky content for the whole month of October coming up. It's one of our favorite times of the year. So yeah, stay tuned and give us a like and yeah, check us out. Also on Twitter at NPD Squad, you can see all of our updates and when we go live and all that kind of stuff. We're always posting there. So yeah, thanks for joining us here on another trailer reactions for Neon Pocket Dimension. My name is Gage Luke, and for Jacob, Steven, and Miguel, thank you very much. We're out.
Bon voyage.